Yeah, so over the summer, I know a lot of people think, oh, teachers are off, but there's actually a lot of work that takes place. And so as an admin team and as a staff, we've been looking at curriculum, ordering curriculum, and really this summer, focusing just on how we can reopen the school safely, looking at how classrooms are laid out, looking at scheduling, which is a huge part of school, and just making sure that all of that's going to work so we can bring everyone back safely come fall, because we miss everyone. Putting in new protocols with things, I think, are always kind of a challenge at first. Just getting everyone on board with them, trying to make policies and protocols that make sense and reach everyone, which is kind of hard because, right, you have people on all different sides of things and with different mindsets with things, but really just looking at, and I always say this, but making sure that the decisions we make, we always answer the question, what's going to be best for kids and what's going to be best for students in the classroom? And so really looking at how we can keep them safe. What are some things we can put in place to ensure that they're washing their hands, to ensure that, they have access to be able to wash their hands or to hand sanitizer, and just the spacing of everything, making sure that they're not right on top of each other, which is hard because they're kids and they want to hug each other and see their friends and play with their friends, which is important too, but it is just a challenge overall, just to kind of, with the ever-changing waters, everything is changing almost every day, and so that probably has been the biggest challenge. I think we're blessed because our teachers just really want to come back to school. They're really excited down on the elementary end to get everyone back on campus and to see their kids again. And everyone here just gets along so well, and it's really such a big family here at Rancho. And so it's nice because the teachers have just been collaborating. They've been talking with each other. They've been kind of researching best practices, seeing what other schools are doing, seeing what other people are doing. We have kind of a group me chat that goes off constantly with teachers just sharing ideas about what they saw or what they could do in their classroom or how you could make this work. How can you make flexible seating work but still do it in a safe way where kids are still having their own materials. They're not sharing a bunch of materials, but they're still getting that social interaction that's so important to elementary age kids. I think just to always remember that we're always going to have the kids' best interest at heart, right? That's always going to be what's most important, is keeping the kids safe. And we are going to be doing everything in our ability to keep the kids safe, not only physically safe, but like emotionally safe and mentally safe too. I think that's such a huge part of it that isn't always talked about because, as a lot of people know, and a lot of parents will say this, is they want their kids to be playing and interacting with their friends. And we do too, right? That's really, really important for elementary age children and adolescents in general, is that social interaction. And so we're just trying to balance ways to make that happen while still being safe. And I totally understand parents too that have concerns, right? They may have people at home that are elderly or sick or are just nervous for their own children to get sick, which I completely understand. And so that's why I think letting there be options is really important. So if parents, want to send their children with a mask, they can do that. If they want to have them do distance learning or just online learning, they can definitely do that too. And so we're just trying to make a bunch of different options so people have the freedom to choose what's going to be best for their children, their family, while still getting like a Rancho education. So some of the other safety things that as an admin team and as a staff we've talked about is just making sure that hand sanitizer is readily available in all the classrooms. Kids are using it as they walk into the class, as they leave the class. We have talked about spacing out recesses, so we're not going to have just one big recess where everyone is playing out there, but we'll space it by grade level. And so we'll have different areas where the grade level can play. And again, of course, washing hands, using hand sanitizer. In the classroom, it's nice because our classes are small, and so they really will become those family units. So while there'll be some social distancing in the classroom, it's not going to be to the extreme because the kids, they're elementary kids. We need that collaboration. We need that critical thinking and all of those, things to happen for those 21st century learning skills. So the kids will be still working together. They may just have their own materials rather than sharing a big bucket of supplies sort of thing. But yeah, and then all those high touch areas will be cleaned and sanitized by the teacher, like before and after school and kind of throughout the day. We are also going to have one dedicated enrichment staff worker who is going to be kind of in charge of just sanitation throughout the day. So going into bathrooms, I know a lot of times we heard from some parents, they were concerned that, bathrooms only get cleaned once a day. So that's not going to happen. We're going to clean them throughout the day. Those high touch areas, doorknobs, sides of doors where kids grab, windows, things like that, we'll be cleaning throughout the day too. So just taking all those precautions. What I'm most looking forward to coming back for the fall is just really hearing the kids and seeing the kids back on campus. I know our preschool's open right now, so it's great. I can hear some kids right now, which it was so sad in the spring when we had to say goodbye to everyone and the halls were just empty. And that's just, kids are of course the life of elementary school campus. And so just seeing them back, seeing their smiling faces and seeing them see their friends, it's just, we're so excited for that.